in, please. Let me in. This is on this team. There we go. Why are there so many people in this lobby? Hello?
Why'd you say something? They would never know.
Yeah, that. Uh, okay. Okay. Whoops. Wrong button. Also gotta change the stream time. Stream info. Okay, draft is starting. Um, oh, John is gonna touch me. Very cool. Okay, so we're banning Radion Syndra. We're banning Uninam Kindred. We're banning Radion Orwoa. I'm guessing he's played a lot of it recently. And Uninam Viego, they don't know Viego just got gutted. Just got his face literally shat on. So the champ is a lot weaker now. Brian Kaisa, makes sense. Press F11. Wait, what does F11 do? Oh, to full screen? Oh, Lee. Okay, well, first pick Mel. Gonna respond with a Jace. Okay, gonna be a Jace locked in for oh, wait, this is Supportwho fan club. Okay, also stealing away the Jace from Baron Orald, who played it all 3 games in their last series. Gonna go with a Hui pick for Radion here. Looking like a poke comp for red side. Probably going to opt for long range artillery and respond with a Karma. Oh wait, I forgot. There we go. Wait, that what? Okay, there we go. I'm gonna put him there. Okay. Zinzal plus Karma. Pretty sure Zinzal's pretty good on the poke like this. So pretty good pick. And giving Zinzal a enchanter is always great. Budget to cover everything? Alright, you got it. Secret draft. That there we go. Okay, spawn within Elise. So are opting for a pretty long range comp. I'd expect to see just got the ball in here, Malphite, panning some of the hard engage into the full poke comp. Makes sense, pretty good. I'd expect to see something maybe either further into the poke, like Lex Caitlyn, or something that's anti-engage, maybe like a Janna or Tom Kench to enable the poke. I think something like that would probably be optimal here if they're just gonna full commit to a poke comp. Okay. Banning the Vi. I don't know how necessary Vi ban is here. Actually, I guess Vi is pretty good. Is it decent follow? Okay, banning the Caitlyn. I guess they're just banning Comfort here. So, pretty standard. Probably gonna go for an ADC pick here. Maybe something like a Jinx wouldn't be bad. Something like an Ezreal Jhin. To like follow up on any kind of engage. Oh yeah, it could be at least support actually. I didn't think about that. Uh, hello?
Oh,
Hello. Uh, we're like good through draft right now. You wanna like just watch the stream to keep up. Okay, it is the least support. Because they're going for a Nocturne.
am I able to spectate once they get in match?
Yeah, you can just do it from their profiles. Yeah, Malkazeri. Okay. Locking in Zeri. I think Zeri's kind of weird. Oriana.
Yeah, it's a bit tough. Blue side, just not super hard engage, but they have the
They have Maokai.
Maokai
Yeah,
and
Maokai.
Zhao that want to go in and kind of like more peel oriented stuff with the Karma Mel.
And then I can just go for Nocturne Ori here.
Yeah, that should
Yeah,
be
the
super
only thing.
strong.
Oh, Nocturne's also. I guess they kind of self counter pick because Nocturne does have the spell shield to absorb the Maokai R, which can help a lot in canceling out the blue side engage. But apart from that, looks pretty good.
Yeah, the Maokai Ori can look to kill the Zeri super fast. Kind
hmm
of hard to play around, and I mean the Mel is good into that at least because she can reflect
hmm
the
I think
damage.
also I feel like pretty sure Zeri is like kind of hard to play into poke because unless she gets like an angle over a wall, it's pretty hard for her to enter into comps like this. Oh, I just wait. It's Hwei Lee's bot lane. Oh, I didn't even notice. My brain like didn't even process that.
Yeah, yeah, that's all it could be. Interesting. I've seen a few Elite supports. Lately.
Yeah, it's like really. I think it's like 54% win rate. It's actually really strong now.
Yeah, you get a lot of early pressure with that, and I mean the cocoon still holds value later in the game.
Yeah, yeah.
Am I able to spectate off of you, or
Oh yeah, I can just screen share. It's fine. I don't know how good it is because you're gonna be locked at like 30 FPS, but
good?
oh whoops.
Is it like bugging out?
Yeah, the game it should load in a second. Let's see. Either that or I have to like don't make me restart my client.
You just task manager close the Elite client. That fix
It
it.
just didn't open the game. Oh wait.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh
I
jeez.
get that
Oh,
frequently
okay,
with
wait, no, it's okay
task
now.
manager.
It's just slow.
Okay. we go.
Oh wait. Oh, it's Babel support? Oh, I didn't even realize. Okay. Interesting.
Made it.
A lot of pings from red side.
So good. Starting at the 5 point here.
Okay. Yeah, both
I don't
teams
think.
5 point thing. Pretty standard. Gonna spot the 5 points on each side.
I know what makes them
30 seconds until minions spawn.
You have Karma up in the bush on bot side. A couple open areas.
Hmm
Battle's moving in. Getting some vision.
I don't think
Looking
he's.
for
I don't think he's
Raptors.
spotted. Next will hits the Q. Decent damage off. Well, not. I mean, it's probably good. I'll be regen. Probably won't matter at all, but
Bothering the
Minions have
back.
spawned.
Then I'll probably start red and Nocturne, maybe Raptors. Fast
yeah,
Raptors
that's
clear
what's
with
looking
the
like.
cute passive. Could see some early pressure on top side here with the Jace. Maokai doesn't have a lot of mobility to get out of the gank.
Nocturne looks like actually opting to start blue at top side.
Late start, maybe 5 seconds. Do you think he clears a fair bit faster?
I honestly, I don't know how fast Nocturne clear is.
Good. Shove on bot. Blue side. Big Jace, just using the range, getting the advantage. Yes, XP over Kai.
Level 2 gets a good bit of damage. Looks like Nocturne does clear faster than Zen. Is finishing up with the Wolves. I guess they're about the same pace.
He's even with Zen right now, but he started a little late.
Cocoon onto the Karma. Some pretty good damage off. Tech to have pops the Ignite.
Knight comes down.
But not quite enough to get the kill.
They're gonna, with the Zeri, win the long trade there if it keeps
Yeah.
going. Yeah.
Forces out the
Double
flash.
mage is they run out of abilities.
Yep, 2 flash pops from red side, while none from the blue side bot lane. Pretty
Blue
good
gets
trade
a
for them.
super nice
Zhao
position
looking
here.
to gank the top lane. Force out the Jace flash. But did skip all of his top side camps to go for that, so Nocturne will be ahead now.
Well, he does get the TP back, so that trade is not devastating for him, but he does have to sack his TP. He'll get back blue side without needing to lose anything. Early here, it is looking pretty good for blue. I mean, they have burned no sums and weighs down everything, and there's no flash on Jace. Something back mid here with Ori.
Okay, for some reason, opts to buy Cloth Armor Control Ward instead of a tier on his back. Will continue to have mana issues. Labels, mid lane, repels in, but lifts the Cocoon. Does have his HP for it, but
Got the W reflect on the Cocoon, I believe. That
No,
way
no,
is
no.
just completely zoned.
he waited, but it just missed. They look like they're going for the gank top lane onto the Maokai. He's pretty stuck in that alcove. Even with this
Be hard.
flash, I think he's probably just dead here. It hits the cocoon, hits the fear. Jace though has to be a bit careful. Yeah, Jace will die. First blood over to the Maokai will top flash, but I think he's still just dead anyway. Kind of a waste
That's
of the
still
flash.
huge though.
Yeah, still
Because
trading
Quay's
one
gonna
kill is
lose.
not bad.
Yes. Quay's gonna get zoned super hard, and Nocturne can't clear camps when he's going for that. Get a CS lead. Ares getting a CS lead.
I'm gonna go for a dragon here. Digging for help. Probably just
Should
go
be
for it.
pretty.
Yeah, they're just
Pretty.
going for it here. Yeah, Maokai still has no tier. And be having a lot of mana issues, and decides to go for the Winter second item. And take a while to get to that Winter's approach power spike.
They
Now
are
Red
gonna
Team is here.
contest this.
It's a 3v4 right now. Red Team steals
To
the
get
break.
this,
Flash, but they're down one member until Orianna gets here. Luis Phoenix actually manages to kill Uni'S. Creativity looking
bot
good,
has
though.
in back here. Ares just on a coal, so they're gonna lose.
Creativity 1 HP, dies to the auto. The team claims the feats of warfare. Yeah, overall, pretty good fight for Red, managing to get the dragon. Oh, but Abel tries to walk in and gets one shot basically by the Mel. Almost managed to kill her, but managed to get her flash. Overall, still pretty good for Red Team, I think. 2 for 2 and a dragon.
Yeah, it's a great play for red team. They get the feats, I believe, too. They got the feat of warfare there. They got 3 kills first, and they get the dragon, so they're already to work on the monster killing.
Yeah.
Jace does actually with the tier and a sizable CS lead because of that dive, even though it did screw over the way in the Nocturne a little. It does give them a pretty big lead topside here.
Mm.
Looking good for.
Yep. See, I'm on the grubs right now. Well, we just try to take one to deny the stack, and oh, not quite. Forced the flash out by Babels. Should just look to take these grubs for themselves, get 2 of their stacks for their monster slide, and only one off being able to get their upgraded boots.
The way is able to just farm safely 2v1 against a Zeri Karma. There's not a lot of engaged threat there, so Babels is just moving around the map and getting tons of value.
But now he's pretty overextended here.
They caught Karma coming up on the Tri-Ward, Tri-Brush Ward, and I think that gave him a false sense of security, and it'll cost him his life there.
Almost managed to trade back to creativity, but not quite enough damage.
Right now, I mean, I think Jace is just building a steady lead over Maokai topside, and Billy the play here mid again. Nocturne does have
Finish here
ult.
with Pop Paranoia. Oh, um, okay. I think this is just a spectator, but I'll give it like a minute. If it doesn't change, then I have to restart my client. I think. I guess I'll just
Happen.
yeah. It's like known spectator
Who are you
bugs.
calling the fight for?
It looked good for a red team there, I think.
I think the worry is ult's about to come in and get 2 there.
Mm-hmm. Back in. Show looks like he's gonna get a bit caught out. Does get rooted by the Karma. Here will fall, but Elisa's here. The Cocoon misses.
Get
Straight
one back
kill
on
back
Karma.
onto the Karma, but ignites. Zeri pops the barrier, and with Uni'S here, can't really make another play. Luis Phoenix is here to cover.
Be the end
Be
of
able
it.
to walk out. Let me.
I do think Blue won that fight mid at 6-4, and I think it was even when we
Yeah.
left it off.
Most likely, yeah. I think Elise had no deaths. Hopefully it doesn't happen again.
Zeri is becoming a monster. Yuntel's coming out 10 minutes here. Just building a steady CS and kill lead over the way, because the Elise is really just not in lane a whole lot. And
Yeah,
the Hwei can clear waves, but the Valley is just starting to grow from down. Red has strong positioning on the streak, have a good vision line set up. It's going to be really hard for them to push in here.
especially with
Zeri has no flash or barrier.
how much range Red Side has with the Hwei, and the threat of just being able to paranoia shockwave combo at any moment does make it hard to walk it. But they're
Trying to muscle their way in.
spreading out pretty well. Oh, pretty big shockwave comes out, hits 3. Paranoia comes out. Doesn't quite manage to kill Zaya. Uni'S jumps in. Actually, overall, good fight for Blue there.
A huge play from Uni'S to zone all of them out. I mean, they couldn't even follow up on the Nocturne, and Nocturne just got bursted by Zeri there. Didn't even manage to get the Karma. Play continues.
On to Alpha. Not quite able to get the kill. Let's get rid of as he
Jace
tries to
is
jump in.
here. Jace is the one member here that probably has the damage to actually kill people.
He went Symbiotic Souls first item. Kind of interesting. All members of Blue side are so low, but Red side just can't finish them off. 3 members at about like 20%. Pretty sad.
They're all on nothing.
Yeah.
Fine margins here, but they do pull it out.
Yeah, I don't know what this Jace build is. Symbiotic Souls first item is not something I think I've seen before.
I mean, my only rationale maybe would be feeling the pressure from how fast this Zeri snowballing and just wants to get on the map earlier, so Symbiotic Souls can maybe help him leave lane and take more skirmishes.
We'll get alerted of the Nocturne on the Grubs and spot him, but I think he's just a bit too far away.
That is
Mel.
6 grubs.
Oh, but good spell shield to block the Mel route, so yeah, no play. Let's get 6 Grubs, does get 2 epic monsters for their feats now. So either a
They're claiming
tower
back at
or
6 grubs. I mean, they don't have anyone on map because they admitted to try to stop it, and they were too late, so they are losing a lot of plate spot in mid here. I think that's kind of going to have to be their game plan to win now. 6 grubs is really their main advantage. They are even gold. Surprisingly enough. The Jays can keep a lead over the Maokai, and it's going to be a very annoying split push to try to deal with.
On the bot side, looked like he was going for a bot gank, but decides not to. I might be going for an invade into the top side of the red team here. He has no support. Red side's bot lane will be able to rotate faster. They have Cryo here. They're busy fighting. Does pick up his Phoenix on his Gromp, manages to secure it. But while this is happening, Show just gets solo killed by the Zeri. Maples moves to help WS Phoenix. WS Phoenix already lost too much HP from that 1v1, and now Babels is stuck here all alone against the Zinzao with the Sundered Sky. And we'll just fall to Zehan.
Zeri is a monster. I mean, she killed Way with just, I think, the 3 autos from her
Oh my
E
god.
and
Is it really?
passive. Good.
I just gotta. I don't know why it's happening a lot this game. A bit unlucky. But probably shouldn't be anything happening in that short time. Game looked kind of stable. We're kind of just farming, so probably won't miss much. But
Jace was putting some pressure on top. He had Maokai pretty low, but he still had tower to
mhm.
behind. Left the gold is even, and back and the gold is even. It does look like red is committing Zeri topside here because they got the bot tower, so they're gonna try to pressure down and simultaneously slow this Jace snowball and try to take the tower and rift here.
Yeah, Naka does have a lot of armor, but not a lot of MR, so they will be able to do a pretty good amount of damage to him.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
does hit a moving on to Zihan there, but Brody hasn't really been able to make use of the at least early game to get really far ahead, so not a ton of damage coming out, not even on his first item yet, so.
Way is poking down down Maokai here in the 6 grubs. I think that tower's gonna fall before they can send help because they're committing to this Rift Herald.
Herald has spawn, and Dragon Soul's 20 seconds left, so I think red team should definitely try to trade. That will also give them the feats. Outside tower did fall. Radion does get a solo kill onto Alpha Mist again. Doesn't quite manage to fall down himself. And Baron Herald forced to commit a flash there in that bot side fight. Oh, but Jace steals the Herald with a Q.
My god. Yeah, this is turning into a kind of disaster sequence here for blue. I mean, they get the solo kill mid. The tower's almost down. I think Maokai here. Quay is backing off because, I mean, he can't see what we see, but the tower bot is very low now.
Yeah, and that steal also gave red side feats here, so they're going to start having the upgraded boots seen on Orianna and Hui. So they might honestly just be down to give this dragon.
Jace gets the full top turret, and I mean, they're still not sending anyone for him. He could maybe even still rotate. He has symbiotic souls and Yomi's Ghost Blade. He's
he has a lot of move speed, but
everywhere.
just keep committing to the top lane. 6 grubs will probably allow him to. Oh, but Babels gets caught out by the melee. Will fall here. Yeah, but the kill goes to Zihan. I mean, Jace is also just gonna get that top tier too. He has 6 grubs, so should be pretty free. Maokai's moving to cover, but probably gonna lose at least like a third of that, 2/3 of that top tower by the time he gets there. Orianna
Should just be gone.
flashes forward. Yep, it's gone.
The top tower is completely gone, and he's
Jace probably with like 2k gold in his inventory. Yeah, 2k gold on him right now. Gonna be able to back almost complete his man immune. Play on to show here. They're caught out. Unable to find it. We're gonna look for this mid tier 1 here. A lot of red.
They're gonna try to
base. Yeah, I think they just get it free. Oh wait. WSP is gonna ult forward.
engage.
I'm just getting CC'd him, bursted down. WSP is considering to push forward, looking on to Zehan.
Wasn't able to get.
Ball's a bit low. Alright, LeFleur flashes it. Mel gets dies in the middle of her thing, and Babels falls as well. Baron Herald is here, but not much else to be played. Orianna one-shots kind of the Zarya. She tries to fight back. And really good fight for red side here.
Yeah, the range with the range and spatial control with the Hui, Jace, Ori is just so much damage. It's hard for them to transition this Zeri lead into much because she's just getting destroyed before she can even auto people.
A lot of the damage she
Really,
does.
the only person she's able to hit consistently in these team fights is the Nocturne. The Nocturne is able to just get out there.
That's what I was saying. I was saying that unless she finds some nice flank angle through a wall, it's going to be very hard for her to play into this team. Alpha Mystic and TP's in, but kind of just stuck there. It does just kind of get one shot. Very punished for trying to engage like that. Show gets tagged by the Zinzao W, tries to flash away. The Maokai ulti will root him back down, not be able to get away. Here for a play. Oh, Shockwave comes out as soon as the ulti expires and does get a kill. Now these two are really low. Ooh, and the Jace, he would not quite able to find the tag on a Zehan, but Zehan tosses the Maokai into the enemy team. Gives him the shield as an apology. I think W's Phoenix is going to continue chasing, and yeah, Radeon picks up that kill there. 8-0 on this Orianna, super duper strong. Gonna back and look for the Otacon on the bot lane here.
Otacon and the tower there is super low with the 6 scrubs. They should just be able to pick both of those up.
The Ruinous, the withdrawal one, so should
probably... This is looking good.
Yeah, I feel like if I were them though, I feel like I'd probably try to wait on taking it and wait for either the try to take it a minute before drag spawn, or like Baron spawn, because if they take it right now, like yeah, they can secure it, but it's not really the withdrawals are gonna do much. There's no other objective fly. It is kind of hard to siege, but I guess they're just gonna take it now.
It's good to take right now though, because the wave push top side, there is really not anything that they can trade back for at blue side.
Yeah, and I guess have it for like 30 seconds after drag spawns, so I need to try to make
or they can just run in an inhib with it too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean like
a lot top lane. Jace gonna TP to try to defend me. He doesn't realize there's 4 members there. He's most likely just gonna fall as soon as he arrives. He does have the withdraw, so only gonna give away the 200 gold, not gonna give away the shutdown. Does pop the mellow, pretty unnecessary. Yeah, but the withdrawal will save him. Don't have that.
Power will go down. They get the bounties there to try to get something back, but like the Otacon was pretty good there, just because it takes so long for them to trade anything back topside. It took them most of the time it took to kill the Otacon just to get the wave in.
Yeah, RL just gonna recall a spot. The red side running into their jungle.
Could go for an aggressive play to try to kill Zeri here, maybe with the Nocturne Ori and the safety of the withdrawal, keeping the 1k on Ori.
We got Dragon in 1 minute here. Blue side's starting to set it up, but red side kind of behind. Nocturne's on his red. Jace is on it, taking the Krugs. Ori looking for a play, some things onto the Orianna.
They do have 2 Drakes here.
Yeah, but I
Death
feel like
Bush.
Yeah.
Even if they catch out the Ori, though, she still has TP and the Otacon withdrawal.
Smart going the long way. Babel's gonna avoid the push. The cocoon. Oh, plus the shockwave. Will just make cause creativity to fall. Really well played. Radeon is doing so much damage here. And now, a really strong member of blue side completely taken out of the fight. Dragon should just be reds.
They're just forced to back off.
Not too sad to give the dragon, as it is only 2nd dragon. No team really that close to soul yet. But team should be looking to be aware of the Baron spawns in 2 minutes. So
just shutting the door on much of a comeback for blue side here, because the soul point for them was kind of their best play there, but it's kind of hard to see a way back in. They're going to get back into this. They just need to get a team fight where Ori can't get an angle on Zeri.
Around 3 items here, so going to be doing a ton of damage with their spells. And even Jace is almost 3 items as well. All that's been pushing, giving him a lot of gold on those towers.
Yeah, I mean the only member of blue here that can really hold a candle to them in gold is Zeri, so they just need to play smart and keep her up. They need to have the Maokai hit some crazy ult to get in range to try to make this happen.
So look here, let's see. Yeah, up 4k gold on the enemy mid laner. Even W's Phoenix is up to 400 on the Xin Zhao. Top lane is up about almost 3k, while the blue side bot lane is up 2700 on the ADC and 500 on the support. So we need to be playing through creativity this game, trying to get him to enable him as much as they can.
Pushing out top and mid wave here. Slowly pushing the vision forward. Blue, I think, just needs to try to keep mid or top strong, and looks like they're gonna commit to pushing out this mid wave. Maybe try to death push them.
The Nocturne ulti onto the Xin Zhao.
Blue does have a chance here. Yeah.
Whale does get a lot of damage coming out. The explosion plus the EE. Yeah, but Nocturne does.
They didn't get Zeri.
Yeah,
They dropped bot tower, but I don't think they can Baron here safely, at least, without the Nocturne.
They did try to commit the Paranoia Shockwave combo, but only manages to connect onto the Xin Zhao. It is pretty tanky, as well as the his ultimate kind of blocking a lot of the follow-up that would come off after that. So not really the target you want to be engaging on. I'm probably going to want to look on either Zeri or Karma. But should know for next.
There is some ways for them to play this if the Shockwave doesn't land on Zeri, but the only real way to get it to not land is the Zeri Flash, and the Zeri Flash is gone now. If they just do that again, it's going to be hard to find a way to keep her alive, but if they do, I mean, she's so strong, and they're not too far behind in gold. Can feasibly win team fights still, so it's definitely not over. Vision map is looking super scary. I think they might just be able to take this straight up. They're going to use the far side on Zeri. They do have one more, but it's all the way in bot lane.
Play onto Uni'S here. Smartly doesn't hit the Nocturne, so able to knock him away with his ultimates. Prevent any follow-up. The trade of Paranoia for the Xin Zhao ulti isn't really that worth. I feel like we like having the Paranoia a lot more for that combo, but the Xin Zhao ults, you're very happy to trade it for the Paranoia there. Zhao looking a little bit caught out, does flash away. Nocturne flashes.
I like this fight for blue.
Yeah, red side very split. Babels jumps in to finish off Zihan, but he's gonna fall there. Play flashes forward. Creativity gets caught in the shockwave along with Baron Herald. Firelifter flashes onto Alpha Mystic and I'm gonna take some flashes, but will still fall down anyway. Now a lot of the members of yeah, I think red side is just too far ahead here. Creativity not able to play around the Orianna ball in the slightest. Constantly getting caught with his ultis and pretty unable to play.
Gonna march down mid and end here. All the grubs just flying out. Yeah, the range was just hard to work around for the whole game. I think they just needed something harder engage to get on top of people. But
yeah, I feel like also you probably wouldn't ADC with longer range. What's happening is that every time she tries to hit people in these team fights, she's just getting blasted in the face by Orianna. It's like kind of impossible.
Waves don't arrive in time. I think they'll probably just try to run in and try to get this Drake and go for a fight.
Uni'S walks it and loses half his HP for it. Really difficult. Even the red side does get some members that are low. The Nocturne being at about like 30%.
They don't have the Maokai ulti yet though. It is coming up. That is their main.
Phoenix will pop the Paranoia and ult in. But this low HP will fall. The Shockwave comes in, hits 3 into the play. Huge amount of damage coming out. Pretty much one-shots the Zeri as well as the Karma. Baron Herald looking on the Firelifter. Uni'S falls. Firelifter. Baron Herald should be dying here as well, and that should be a game for red side.
The supers now. That is curtains here.
Yeah, Radion kind of solo carrying this game. and the entire team
Yeah.
on his back. Not to say that the rest of the team is doing bad, but he has like 60% of this team's output right now.
Yeah, the shockwave on this area was just such a threat.
Mm-hmm.
She had like similar gold, but it's just unable to be utilized there. And I mean, you saw with her being really the only threat that the Hui was just like flashing in to double E her. And if she got hit with a single thing at any point in the team fight, it was just completely over.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Draft is starting. Honestly, I think I kind of expect the same bans as last game. Okay, gonna go for the Oriana ban instead of Aurora. Stick with the Viego Kindred.
Draft is.
I guess in Jute, you need the link for it.
I got it.
Okay,
Set it up on stream now. You're like 5 seconds behind.
probably yeah.
I mean, the Oriana performance, I think, does warrant a ban there, and it makes it pretty hard to play if they're trying to play through ADC.
I'm gonna opt for a Hui ban as well. So they're gonna drop Aurora and Mumu. Red Side gonna keep with the same bans.
The way also makes some sense. He wasn't directly carrying, but being able to clear waves and not give up too much bot, and Elise was able to just run around and get value was pretty good.
Okay, and they're gonna first pick the Zeri here. I guess it worked well early game, so I guess they're hoping that if they give Zeri a better comp to play around with, then she'll actually be able to perform. But I'm just gonna go back to that Jace fallback. Oh my god. Are gonna respond with I don't think they're gonna lock Samira, yeah. I was like, there's no way Samira lock is the choice. Really? Okay, I guess they're just gonna do it. Jason Samira. Kinda interesting combo.
Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe the rationale is that if you get like a strong engage support on this area and she can't move, she doesn't have a whole lot of defensive abilities, so you can sort of
Okay, are
mirror.
just going to, with the anticipation of a strong engage, gonna go for the Braum here. I think that's pretty
I
smart.
think I think that's a super good counter, even if they don't pick engage here. I mean, it's gonna
Yeah, but
counter
it's like
Mira pretty
if
hard.
you're locking Severa, you kinda have to. So
Yeah,
yeah,
does put them in a bind here, bot lane.
I think I probably would have liked to see the Samira R3 instead into a Braum bed to protect it, because I think giving the opportunity to counter with Braum Vi, it's gonna be really difficult for Samira to play. Gonna go for the sway in.
Yeah, I actually love the Vi lock here. That does pretty much completely solve their issue from last game of not being able to start fights when they need to, and that'll help Zeri getting close.
It's gonna be locked. Champ is pretty strong now. I think he got buffed this patch that came out today,
Yeah.
actually. So
He's just an overall strong pick, and if you engage into a Swain with the Vi, the ult with the Rylai's makes it pretty hard to just like fight past him.
go for the Mel ban. Something that Alpha plays a lot. Just trying to get him off comfort.
And might be able to force him onto a little bit more of a pressing the issue mid laner here, and
hmm
did work well for them last time, being able to play through mid.
I guess Swain is technically a support flex, but it's probably mid Swain. I don't know how good
Yeah.
support is.
More of an ADC flex than a port flex now.
I'm gonna go for the Malphite
I
ban.
expect to see it.
Pretty sure the champ is good into Jace. Plus enemy top probably plays it. So it's fine. Weihui ban, it wasn't even good. Just need to make sure they didn't change any of their picks. Okay, swapping between a Mumu or Nunu for the jungle pick here. Just hovering a lot of champs. Gonna opt for the Amumu. Okay, makes sense. Good combo with the AoE ult plus the Samira. That side kind of going for a full team fight.
I think the Amumu is an excellent pick. It kind of helps to gel their comp together because Swain Amumu is pretty strong team
Yeah,
fight, whether they're engaging or disengaging.
and Silas is great counter. Silas with a Mumu ult and Swain ult's gonna be pretty tough to deal with.
Even Samira, pretty disgusting. Silas, I think the Silas might have been like the point of banning stuff, like the Ori and Syndra, though, is he might be actually trying to fight mid a little bit more here.
And then Sejuani
Sejuani
top
with
lane. I mean, it's like,
Silas, Vi, Braum,
I guess
a
it's like
lot of CC.
fine, probably. No one really plays that champ. Cassiopeia, pretty good into, I think it's good into Silas, but have to be careful with the Vi trying to jump on her.
Yeah, I think Cassio's great here as well. I mean,
hmm
Cassio really thrives into those
Yeah,
low range, high mobility comps, which
yeah, yeah.
describes that pretty well.
The only thing is that kind of lacking front. Actually, I guess yeah, they have front line,
They
they
have a
have
Mumu swing.
engage, they have good damage splits. So yeah, I think red side comp is
I love their comp. I love
both
the
comps
red
are
side comp
both
here.
comps are good
Really,
here. I think yeah,
the only thing that would be like a little bit sus on the red side is the Samira, but I think with
yeah.
the exception of that, I love what they're rocking
hmm
here.
I think both comps make a lot of sense. Kind of have a clear idea of what they're going for, responding well to enemy picks. So yeah, I think.
Samira can also counter a potential Sejar for English.
hmm
I mean, you still have the vibe that can start it and then follow up, but something that they can play around.
Samira also one of the champs that got buffed this patch, so don't know how much it actually affected her, but maybe a little bit better.
They are bringing the Swain so interesting. I actually like that a decent amount into Braum because he doesn't have to necessarily like can do it from a little bit more of a range, and
hmm
he can also poke down the Braum. Pretty hard for a Braum's area to engage on that.
Especially because the engage is very non-committal. So if it gets blocked by Brahmi, then you're like, okay, just walk away. You don't have to worry about
Uh,
anything like that. You can use the Brahmi on one Swainy, and then once it expires and it's on cooldown, you can try to make use of that duration.
yeah. I think the big point here this game is going to be that mid matchup Cassiopeia Silas. I think if Cassio starts rolling super early, it's going to be very hard to play. Just the miasma denying the engage, and Cassio honestly is their best source of frontline damage, and they picked 4 melee, so I think the Cassio getting rolling would be early would be huge. Like blue side's gonna look like here. Bot side makes a lot of sense with the Sej Braum.
Welcome to Summoner's
Quite
Rift.
strong level 1 and the Silas E potentially.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
See, are going around looking for the invade.
Mira does have Clint. Tough pick here.
We'll spot the Samira. LSE does connect. Sejuani will flash forward. Sejuani started E and not Q, so not able to get that fourth auto to get the stun off, so we'll just trade flashes with the Samira.
Yeah, that's a
Have spawned.
big dub for blue because they're not even picking up the top side ward to get start location info. Sej did also flash, so it's even.
And we'll get Braum passive onto the Samira. Forces out the cleanse as well already, so Samira no sums. Pretty well
Pretty
played.
much dead.
Yeah, should die to kind of any gank at this point.
They do lose the. She has pots, so she'll be able to out lane here a little bit, but any pressure that they would have had 2v2 gone. They did use.
Alpha Mystic in hitting level 2 first, so able to get a pretty good trade onto Radion, half his HP. Activity gonna be over. Using the level 2 advantage as well.
This is where we see like the Samira maybe coming into effect here because it's hard to farm from range. That character.
Just again, misses his E, gets punished, losing a lot of his HP.
Cassio flash already. That first trade. The follow up and finish.
WH Phoenix looking for a gank mid here. Alpha Mystic missed the E. Alpha Mystic flashes into the Amumu Q. Yeah, WH Phoenix will just flash to guarantee not die with Zephyrus here though. Q's back in. I don't think he saw Zehan when he went for that, and we'll just fall. Yeah, pretty unnecessary. Radion pretty low on mana here too. Even if Zehan's here, I don't even know how well of a play that ends up being. Zehan roam. Samira is able to kind of get herself back into the game, able to farm a lot of minions.
She's still down big. Once Zeri collects this wave, she'll be up quite a bit. I think it was a pretty smart roam there, getting the kill back.
Chase does opt for Grasp this game as well. I don't know if we'll go the tank build. It kind of get heavy nerfed, I believe. So, I don't think it's that good anymore. Should just go full AD.
Zeri's opting for Cole for the second game. You should be able to get away with it pretty easily with how weak Mira is.
Now jump on the wall, look for a fight onto Babel's. About half his HP bar. Hanging the Scryer's Bloom scared them off, taking any further play.
Smart for them to back out there. Lulu and Cassio were both in the area. They should have a pretty good trade on this lane. For gank top, is coming in, I think.
We're also just popped the TP, so we'll commit the flash. I'm not sure if he's able to get out, so he's Baron World will commit the flash as well. Will fall. Just TP'd back to lane, so I'm not gonna have any TP to recover from his death.
Numu should be able to pick up the CS at least. Still a Pretty bad death for Jace. That'll get a good lead on Sej with her picking up the kill.
Especially with Jace helping for full. Gonna be pretty far behind in this lane now. Battles look pretty boring. Shout out creativity. Cleanses nothing. And Babel's flashes and exhausts. I've been trading 2 sums for 2 sums. Not that bad.
Cleanse on creativity there in that fight is questionable, but I like the cleanse pickup here because that'll help prevent a lot of the issues from last game. Wouldn't have helped him last game, but this game it'll keep him safe from the Amumu engage.
The only thing I feel like the issue is that when you're popping cleanse, I feel like you're also being forced to flash, so it is kind of tough. So you're getting like a little ult into Swainy, so
Yeah.
you're probably gonna be forced to flash to dodge it, but. Is spotted on the roam to the grubs. Optimistic and steals the ulti.
Should be a good fight for blue if they can get in before Amumu gets the gold.
Yeah, creativity is moving as well, so with top lane, and then, yeah, the team are just gonna leave W's Phoenix to die. Blue side picks up the Pizza Warfare.
Didn't even get the grub.
Yeah. Unfortunate situation for them there.
That was also grab the main ulti, so grab the castle.
Radion getting
Like they're coming.
flanked on. Zeri jumps over the wall. Pretty clean and free kill for blue there.
They're up 1.5k this early. Significant.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of feels like a little bit of deja vu. I mean, really the only strengths here is that their mid and top are pretty even.
Yeah. They move it up
Bot
for
lane.
Faded Ashes first, so probably not really wanting to take any fights early game. Should just be trying to get as much farm as he can. He'll play around his ulti. Looks for a trade onto Radion here. Radion dodges the Cassiopeia R. Off of Vistigan. Where's the flash of Cassiopeia? Pretty well played.
Still there with ult. Swain's coming in. Slightly ahead of Braum.
This Phoenix looking for a play onto Uni'S. Uni'S has the flash up, has the ulti. Swain Root comes in. Phoenix 3-man ulti. Gables isn't level 6 here. No Swain R. Creativity is here now though. Pops the lightning crash. Union's ult comes out. Not quite enough. Uni'S ults into the Babels. Babels will fall as well. Overall,
Huge gold on the Zeri and Vi. They're both super strong, and the Vi being strong is also going to make it really hard for them to funnel gold onto the Cassio, because that's probably their best play here. I mean, she's up on her laner.
like blue team is just finding a lot of fights where they're able to be one man up and that causing them to kind of just win all of them for free, so.
I think that they maybe could have pressed a little bit more aggressively. I think Cassio just backed off earlier in the fight because she got low, but I mean, after the Amumu 3-man, the follow-up damage wasn't quite there, and the fight just stalled long enough for
And the other thing is that I feel like
reinforcements to
the
arrive.
level 5 Braum is definitely more useful than a level 5 Swain. And really need his ulti before you can like fully come online as a champion. I think the Swain is opting for a tier, which I don't think that's very good. He's going for like, it's going like tier into Rylai's or something. I don't know what his build is.
Cassio is strong right now, but I mean, she builds like Roa into
Yeah, Roa Seraph, so
Sarah,
he's
so
definitely
it'll be
gonna need
harder for
2 items to fully come online.
it'll be harder for Vi later in the game, but right now it's going to be Cassio to present a strong threat in these fights. Doesn't look like both junglers are posturing towards grubs, but Braum is Queen is. They're jumping on.
This is happening. Crazy good thing we're fight on to show. Show forced to flash away. We'll take a couple power plates. Optimistic gets hit by the Swain E. He managed to steal the Swain R. Goes in with the Swain R himself. Fables pops his in response. But Radion is busy farming mid. Not really able to not helping with this play at all, just farming mid. Show gets punished for trying to actually starting to kill creativity here. Yeah, great play by Show. Good shutdown onto him, about 500 gold there.
It does help compensate Red there, keeping them in the game with the shutdown on Zeri for the gold, but 6 grubs on the blue side this game can make a world of difference. From last game, I mean, you could see strong support for trying to get grubs.
Jace is trying to steal it again. Does actually get Vi off of it, so we'll slow it down a bit, but the Brahms continuing to keep them leashed so they don't reset.
Yeah, Jace is. He doesn't pick up the grub, but he delays any potential dragon contest that they might have tried to put up.
Should be a pretty free dragon for them here. Alright, blue team can, or red team can probably try to play for Soul as their win con.
Looks like they're gonna
trying to get a dive onto Fire LaFleur here. I think he has no clue if, yeah, I think he has no clue. Yeah. Sejuani goes wide, dodges the, actually really well played. Don't think he knew, but did keep the minions out of tower range for long enough that it became pretty hard for boost time to walk into tower range and just to dodge the IQ with his flash, so relatively unscathed. I'm not even fight onto Radion here. Kind of misses everything. So yeah, Cassiopeia isn't doing a ton of damage yet.
The tier is stacked enough. Archangel comes in. Monster. Have to keep afloat in the meantime. The game's looking to stabilize a little, right? The team is farming up. That should help out Red a little bit. The Rod keeps stacking and gold lead brings over time. Cassie's getting strong trades. The Silas here, I think it's just hard for her to commit to anything with Vi off map.
We'll spot Vi on that ward there. Yep, King's coming out. Just sitting on the side, but Vi just choosing to farm her raptors. Oh, Vi will walk in. W's Phoenix. Oh no, he's there. As Yupio ult comes off onto Silas, is now grounded, is stuck there. Not able to cast his W. W's Phoenix will fall, but Fables is here. Uninam gets the kill. Also low, but Uninam just barely manages to live there. Zihan should be dead here with Shob here. Another kill for himself.
Super strong play, and Amumu was probably not worth all that much gold as well. And both of the people that go down blue side here, super crucial members. Black Cleaver first for Chase. Should be able to fully out this set pretty hard, especially going MR. hopefully.
No team has feats yet. I think it's 2-2 on Monster Slaying, but actually if Zeri gets this tower, he'd actually get the feeds. Red team might be a little bit of a race here between whether or not they can kill the tower or oh, creativity actually, yeah. Radion's gonna do a good job of defending that that tower. And red team should get feats again unless Vi can manage to get a steal off. At least gonna get feats acquired for red team here.
Casio TP and they'll back off. Zeri did stick around after getting chunked there.
Yeah, so we'll
Should
manage
claim
to
the tower.
secure the tower, yeah. They got wait, did they not get feeds?
Picking up that tower is gonna make them late. To
Oh
the
wait, no,
dragon.
they didn't get the first three. Yeah, so now the tower is actually this gives feeds to blue side. Never mind. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, so blue side gets feeds here.
Creativity's in a bind though. He's probably sitting on a significant amount of gold, and he's the dragon's up.
Yeah, I can see 1.3k.
Hey,
Everyone on red side spent all their money. Phoenix ulti, queuing forward, pops the ulti. The other members of red were not ready for that engage at all. Optimistic and he protobots forward, hits Babel's the ulti. Now, Show is too close in range of the Fire, and maybe a lack of communication there. W's Phoenix, the rest of the team was completely unprepared for that engage there. So, even though we did get a pretty good ulti, no follow-up means nothing really to be done about it.
this Drake is pretty impactful too. That would have been soul point for them if they managed to pull that out. They didn't even have to commit the Sejuani team. Like, I think that's a massive missed opportunity there with creativity. So, farming up bot, but they'll bring in a back and probably get a full item completion off of that. It'll be lands in.
Yeah, and does
Very-
complete his Seraphs here, so pretty big spike on 2 items.
Yeah. Guess that's also true. Cassie doesn't care much about the feats. Still pretty strong with the Rod of Ages. Still ramping up.
Things coming out onto the Casio. Uni'S is here. Ulti looks like it's got about like 1 second left on it. Yep, back up now. Looking for a play on the Babos here. A little bit caught out. Should just fall. Does fall to the 3-man. Radion here. Also looking a little caught out. Great dodge on the Casio by Uninam. Radion will fall here as well. Kill going over to creativity.
And Otacon as well.
gonna go for it here.
Red's
There's no
kinda
objective anytime soon. I'm just gonna commit for it. Probably just look to siege with the buff.
We'll pick up Otacon in 2 kills, but Red is going to get back probably at least this tower, maybe even another with backing.
I'm not gonna commit for it.
Go grab from the Silas. Is that a scary proposition?
Samir no W up, so Baron or Rald could just look to try to ult the Samir here. Go for a dive under the tower. Only 2 here, W's Phoenix here. Not gonna go for it. Get zoned off from the tower.
All the power on the blue side here is vested in this Vi and the Zeri, so I think they're pretty hesitant to commit to a play without them.
Right now, getting caught out by Uni'S and Optimistic yet again on the side lane. Not what you want to see from the carry of game 1.
Uni'S is just so strong now. The 2-item spike of Vi there. Super hard for anyone to do anything if it's there.
We want to just go for the siege here. We still have Otacon buff. Fable's going to be the one to fall. Or not quite, actually. Gonna get this Swain ulti, but not much else other than that.
Wave after wave, this Zeri is just tapping the tower once, and the 6 grubs just steadily whittling down that tower, and they were able to break it there. Will say that I think Red's holding up surprisingly well given the gold lead. It's kind of been pretty stagnant for a while, and no proposition for them to pick up Soul here. I mean, we still need 3 more Drakes, and the Otacon there really not giving too much value. The only objective they pick up is that mid tower.
Yeah, I think they got a single withdraw with their buff, so just going to get the plus 40 on takedown.
They picked up the Casio and they picked up the mid tower, but I mean, all things considered, I think they did a pretty good job holding out there. Oh, he picks up the Jace ult. That might have been a big there.
Swain wasn't but a misclick off.
Dragon. I think they're
Inside, yeah, they're
really...
just not aware. Mexican misses his engage, will just get bursted down and caught out, but all this is happening. Babels gets caught down as well. At least Phoenix gets a 3-man ulti. Oh, Uni'S stuck in. Shows ulti.
There's no pressure on the Casio.
Gets a lot of damage off creativity, 1 HP. Zihan just one Fire LaFleur manages to take him down, and overall a surprisingly good fight for Red there. A 3 for 4, maybe 3 for 5. Considering how far behind they are, very good.
Yeah, notably, I'm not sure who got it, but they claimed the massive shutdown on the Vi.
It's just the Samira got the shutdown on Vi.
Yeah, like that's one of their damage carries, so that's pretty helpful for. I mean, that's a game-changing fight there. That's what I was pointing to earlier. With it's hard for them to commit a Vi ulti onto Seraph's and fully stacked Rod Casio. Casio is just completely. I don't even know if she took any damage to that fight.
Yeah, she's kind of sitting over on the other side of the wall, able to TPS for safety for a lot of that fight.
And also the Silas Jace ult grab was probably not the best.
Let's go play onto the Casio. We'll get grounded here, but everybody is here to follow up. Yeah, I think with Fables there, he thought he was safe, but didn't expect Creativity and Zihan to both be there. So we'll just fall.
The vision game is still excellent for blue side here. They have a ton warded, and yeah, with the main carry down, pretty smart Baron start.
Oh my god.
Barry's pretty strong. Pretty have it down for Casio TP.
They're about half HP. They do spot it though. They are down a member, but looks like they also really aren't taking a lot of damage. Will pop ulti, Alpha missed again. Follows the Sejuani ult, goes wide. A lot of damage onto here. I cannot tell what's happening at all. Uninam to kill on the show. Babel's is still in the middle of the fight. Hopefully Fire LaFleur is alive. Is alive. Uninam very low HP. Will fall. And it's just Babel's and the Baron are rolled here. Babel's look at the shutdown onto
Casio TP misses the
Baron
flash.
Arnold flashes into the wall. Cassiopeia gets the big shutdown on the Sejuani. Looks like
Just claim the Baron here.
I don't know. Like Swain is taking a lot of damage.
They can still swap it out.
I mean,
with
Alpha
Casio.
has flash, has TP. He can TP to this ward right here. And it will become a lot harder to make this play. There is no smite. Let's get alive. Yep, TP's right there. They do see it.
Casio still has ult.
1 HP. Yeah, but he's gonna get off. You see him try to engage. The Casio ult whiffs. I don't know if Alpha Mystigan wins this 1v1. The ground doesn't connect, but Radion, so much DPS. But Fables will get hit by the Swain for this. And he gets rooted there, and Alpha Mystigan goes down. Nice try for him. Not able to get the kill onto Babels there. I think he tried to Zanya's, but he just did it too early. Well,
Casio's running out of mana though. I think she'll have to back, and she doesn't have TP. They could try to get right back on the.
yeah, but so Sejuani's bot lane. Let me take on his TP. Yeah. Good. Looking for a play on the show here.
The initial fight from red side, even without Casio to pick that up, I think it really just shows the power of like they tried to engage into the Swain and the Moo, and it's just so hard to win extended fights against the red team.
Yeah. Now that Mumu actually has a tank item picked up, it's very hard to one-shot him in these fights, especially because Silas is the only real AP threat on blue team, and if he's not hitting the Mumu, the armor goes a long way.
Yeah, and he does have Merc still. And Andries knows good.
Because also the red side team comp definitely performs a lot better in the team fights. They have a lot of AoE/CC with the Swain, and the Amumu, and the Samira.
I think Red's caught here because they saw Casio hitting the ward. Casio was hitting the ward on Baron, and with Dragon coming up, it's just a pickings there. He did use Braum and Sejuani are there. Might be able to try to bustle back in. But it's like they're backing off red side.
I'm keeping the music on. Turn it down.
They're gonna try to trade the Baron for the Drake.
Yeah. I don't think they take it fast. I mean, like, I'm sure it's spotted, yeah.
They're going down
Take
quick.
it fast, but I mean, like, yeah, they're mid lane here.
Casio TP coming top.
They had to do it as
Sejuani TP
as
coming
soon
top.
as the drag spawned. Are looking for a play under creativity. He's kind of a bit short. Zehan face checks into them. Creativity is grounded, stuck. Can't get out. Show finds the kill with his collector. Yeah, they face check that bush and get hard punished for it. Looks like red side
Creativity down. It's
Applevis again. Let's play on the Fire Lifter. Great dodge from him to dodge the Sejuani Q as well as the Silas E. They're gonna just commit onto Baron Arnold. And Alpha missed again. Getting caught by this Swainy. Swain R pop. Rylai slow will help a lot. Oh, the Shock Blast almost hits. Is barely able to get away. Fables will flash forward to secure that kill. Uni'N tries to get the kill back, but can't really do much. Yeah, play on this full HP Uni'N, but forgot how strong he is. He just lost too much HP and are going to both fall for that play, I think.
They do keep him busy long enough, though. There's no steal attempt there, so does go down.
W's Phoenix, Fire LaFleur a bit low here. Oh, but great flash R from W's Phoenix. Choke goes in. Doesn't quite manage to get a kill before falling. That play was very scary. I feel like if they died there, that's like the only way they like lose the game from this position.
Yeah, but Raiden is just such a beast. I mean, without the Vi ulti, I think the Vi ulti is gone, and they don't have any way to get on him. They're tanky. They're just Thanos at this point. So I think if they're gonna get back into this game, the gold lead is even, but it doesn't really feel like it with the Baron side with Fed Cassio. I think they just need to try to work with the Vile to catch people out. They just need to make sure they keep the vision up as much as they can.
I prefer play on the Babels here. W6 this here doesn't off far. Yeah, but all 5 members are there. It's gonna catch him out. Also, like, Rylai's into Fimbulwinter. Is this real? Like, what is this build, bro? Rylai's Fimbulwinter, Unending Despair.
I mean, to be fair, he had 5 people whiffing on him for like 5 seconds and he didn't go down, so
I don't know.
it is pretty tanky.
Alright, LaFleur getting a little bit caught out. I guess they're going to full commit to this top tower, but I think everyone's dying a bit too fast. I think they can respond.
Top tower falls, but I think the way they're playing is how they need to play to get back in this game. You just have to fight where Cassio isn't. Both Babels and Fire LaFleur, that they go down because they had Cassio on the top side, so they have the confidence, hard engage to catch out members. They get a tower back mid.
But Radion does commit the TP, doesn't quite hit the ground, and we know looks like Q might just be able to Q out.
Able to walk.
Just gonna get the Q back up, Q out once again. We'll cancel Uni'N on TP here for a recall. But the blast cone will bring him to safety. Well, game could be decided on this drag fight here. Is Soul Point for blue. We'll put red on Soul Point.
Picking up Soul here for blue would be massive. Being able to have a long-term advantage to take this to late game with Cassio. She did finish her Rabadon before this.
Throws the ult. He hits Fire LaFleur, but no follow-up, so not gonna have it for this important fight. So Salas does have the move ult. The Swain ult is popped. But his
can't catch anyone.
Out, yeah.
That's huge. That massively lowers his threat. Should give blue an angle on this fight. They're lacking position. And they have an Amumu ult pickup on the Silas. That's quite big. I feel like the walls are closing in on red side. They're hitting down the Drake.
Optimist again, goes in a little bit. Fire LaFleur gets caught by the Braum ulti. And the Silas one only hits the front 2 frontliners. Chimera goes in but gets popped, and Creativity is just free hitting from the backline.
And he's
Radion
just
flashes
CC'd.
straight into a stun. Logic a pit to kill for Creativity here.
And
He's
they
able to
can just run mid. This might be it.
Yeah, 50-second, 40-second death timers on red here.
They have
Have a minion
40-second
wave.
death timers, but it's a 50 for Cassio, and that's without Cassio, they don't even really have an ability to resist because their health bars are still looking quite good. TP for Sej, and it looks like they are going to claim game 2 here. That was an excellent team fight. Silas picking up the Amumu ult and being able to CC them and muscling their way in without the vision. Red just a bit too disjointed. Half the team hitting Drake and half the team trying to fight them off. It's a fatal mistake.
Will be game to Blue here. Score will be 1-1. Okay, draft is starting. I'm expecting same bands as last game, if I had to guess.
Yeah, they might look to take out the Zeri potentially, 'cause it has been effective both games, and maybe the Vi. I think that it's a good chance that we have the same bands.
Yep, so far same game, same bands as game one. Yep, all the same bands. What did they first pick last game? They first picked Zeri. Might go for it again. We'll see. Yep, going to steal the Vi away from Uninam after he sees the Zeri pick and go for an Aurora here.
Vi's an excellent counter to Zeri. You can follow her over the wall.
Hmm.
Phenom was extremely effective on that last game.
Can respond with Graves. And the Lissandra as a response to the Aurora. Gonna go for the
And Lissandra,
Nico.
Zeri, Graves looks like they're gonna go for heal to counter the Vi. Vi ults in to a Lissandra Graves. That's pretty much a death sentence.
Hmm. I think it's Nico's support here. Not sure where else that Nico would go.
Like the Braum ban taking out the disengage with the comp continuity there.
The Jace ban, it's something that Fireleft Blur has played a lot. Played every game so far. I'm gonna go for a Janna ban. Not exactly sure the exact reason. There's nothing that's like looks super tough or like super Janna favored this game. Gonna go for an F ban.
I
Probably
think
something
they're just trying to maybe set up a Samira pick and just get rid of these disengaged supports.
but
Try to
playing
get after Zeri the Vi a little earlier in the game.
playing Samira into Lissandra will be very difficult. So it's like
I think the Braum Janna, they're just trying to make sure that Vi has like a route to be able to play the game.
go for Jin. Good follow up onto the engage from the rest of the team. So it makes sense here.
Might help them activate Babel a little bit earlier as well, because I think Jin will have an easy solo farming than
So we go for Maokai
Samira
top.
was.
Pretty decent blind. I think it also works well with the rest of the team. Able to provide good front line to the Graves and the Zeri. Maokai R is always a very valuable tool as well. For support here, Alistar? Kinda interesting. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. More frontline.
I think they just want the disengage for the Zeri.
Hmm.
I think they might end up running into a bit of the problem they had first game though, just with the heavy disengage comp, not a lot of engage of your own, and a lack of range. I think find it a little hard to force the issue.
Throwing a lot of tops here, gonna commit to Cho'Gath, it looks like. Yeah, Cho'Gath. I think I would have liked to see Ambessa. I think Ambessa does pretty well. I know it's good into Maokai. You kind of just go Merc Treads and your champ kind of becomes turbo into a comp like this. So I do think I would have liked to see it, but understandable if they don't want to. It is slightly
It is a
risky,
little
so.
spook and Maokai, Alistar, Lysandra, like it's just so much engage.
Hmm.
Show should help them secure grubs a little too with the Tom, because six grubs was quite decisive in both matches.
Okay, game starts. Main interesting thing here is she'll get this ghost, but not TP. So it'll be pretty susceptible to any ganks.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Look like either team's too interested in level 1 shenanigans.
Both teams 5 pointing.
Minions have spawned.
I've elaborate plans for you.
Normally look for a bot gank here. Obviously Nyx gonna for top, but Wireless Flare is pretty pushed in, so it will be pretty hard to find a gank there. While the red team bot lane is kind of perma shoving with the I think Alistar level 1, so it'd be easier for Uni to find an angle.
I think top lane we're seeing a little bit more of the same. Joe is building a modest, slow lead here. A fair bit of health and the CS. Both junglers playing pretty weak early gankers. This and 6. Up top side, Vi though. She's spotted.
Obvious Phoenix hitting the dragon here on spawn. I think he's completely unspotted. Great to actually path back to bot. Don't know if we'll spot him on the drag, but he will get spotted running towards the bot lane here.
He has no camps up, so they'll fight
Briar's Bloom there, so should spot them on the drag, yeah. We'll just be able to secure it. Rylithor gets a first blood onto Baron here, and Radion pops the Between Worlds, forces out the ulti from Alpha Mystigan onto himself.
Either they're gonna find it hard to contest grubs here for
Rylithor is
Blue
here.
side.
Manages to spot Uninam, gets the Rupture, barely misses on him. Be able to get away, but the team should be able to get these grubs here.
This is a excellent opening sequence here, getting the Drake and the grubs pretty decisive in this series thus far. Picking them up without fight on for either. Nice.
Let's see what is Cho'Gath maxing E? Oh, he is, okay, makes sense, but the scale. The percent damage doesn't go up with level. Right? Yeah, 3% 5% per stack. So I mean, like, it makes sense, I guess. I do into the Maokai as well as with the Halo plates. It's a lot of value. Level up on Alpha. This is the Aurora E, but it was looking for a lane gank with the Orb. It's the root into Q onto Baron Arald, and the Beast will finish off the Maokai plus 2 stacks. Zihan gets a Pulverize Headbutt combo on the show and should just be dead here. No real escape to be made from him here. Titty will pick up that kill.
Go is overwhelming now though. He has 2 kills and 2 feast stacks already at a full item.
Shurelia's first? Is that real?
I like it here. He's up so much on the Maokai with Shurelia's Halo Blades maxing.
I mean, I guess you can kind of just run him down forever. Oh, but
It's gonna be hard for him to
himself
get out.
and not Radion. Radion pops the R to guarantee him getting him to safety. Jumps back to the tower. Goes for a W2 combo, but no one's close enough. I don't know if that was a misclick on Alpha Mystican's part to ult himself instead of the Aurora. Show does pop the ulti. Activity is 1 HP, pops the barrier. Show and Babel's go with flashing away.
It's a good trade for Zeri. Gets 2 flashes and 2 ults for just her flash and ult. Barrier is used. I think it's going to be notable to watch this Maokai Cho'Gath matchup. Maokai, there's just damage. You can just come right back to the minions and heal up with passive. It's pretty hard for Cho to play it. Or for Maokai to play it. He is going for these trades with no vision on River. Doesn't look too interested in that. Just clearing toward bot here. Cho, eat and the ult from Vi. Be enough to die.
There's a Nico in top lane minion wave. I think Maokai knows. I was like, what is killing these minions from half HP? But I guess he actually does it. Does flash to dodge the Cho'Gath Rupture, which is really good. Now Cho'Gath taking the tower. Baron must not quite have been in beast range there. Cho'Gath did not pop it.
He uses flash and Shurelia's. Flash out from Maokai. Look and press the advantage here with Nico. Not anywhere to be found. Bot side here.
With dragon spawning in 10 seconds, should just be free for blue team here. He's trying to set up a death push, a little bit it looks like. No, I'm just gonna go to up to hit the dragon. Looks like they wanna get him off. Radion fighting off a Mystic in a little bit. Radion will flash, ulti in. Creativity will stay alive. The Vile will follow him all the way. Feats of strength, feats of warfare acquired for red team here. Phoenix is back, killing the very flashes onto Uninam to secure the kill. Second jumps onto W's Phoenix, but he has no fully stacked Conqueror. Does manage to get the Q off, but dies midway. Nico E whiffs onto the Alistar, and so far it looks like a 2 for 2, or 2 for 1. No, is it 2 for 2? 2 for 2, but blue side also do manage to secure that dragon, so positive trade for them.
The fight looked really tough for blue there, but they were able to claw it back. The Lissandra, I think, played that excellent. Passives from the Lissandra just whittling down the team there. And the Maokai just extended trades with the Cho, and whenever they disengaged, they was able to heal off the wave. We won't get the feet off of these grubs, but it is good to pick up the 2 there. Keep the ever powerful 6 grubs from beating down the towers like they did.
First they're a way for us to see feats, but it's kind of to keep track of it in your mind. So I think both teams have, I think red team has 2 monster slaying. I know they have warfare with the 2 first, so either first tower or 1 more jungle monster should give them the upgraded bonus.
Once again, the symbiotic souls on the top side for
Loves that item.
Fireless Blue.
It does allow him to take pretty easy resets with that, plus the X gates, but I don't know how strong it is over just a real, like a sorcerer's shoes. Maybe, I don't know.
Cho is strong right now, but I don't know how his build will scale into later team fights if they end up going there. I mean, right now he's giving them the work.
Yeah. Still, but the Optic Q has such a short cooldown that can kind of just Q him off every time
Ghost
Blue
was
tries to
popped
make for a
there.
play, yeah. Paw a little bit behind, trying to go for a flank on the show. Pops the aftershock and the ulti. Radion is over the wall. It's stuck in the between worlds with Abel's here in the Genel. He will just fall down. Machine is looking for more onto this Sari. There is both summoners and his full HP, so it'll be a little bit hard to kill. Especially with no Vi ults. There is a Nico ult up though. I think. Probably shouldn't look for a dive here. And once again, Maokai no tier in his build.
Still has
really
the
know why.
Devour too. Pretty close to Devour range. And Maokai is nearly in.
He's looking for a flank on this red side bot lane. We'll spot him, get him a little bit of damage on him. He's got dragon spawning in 50 seconds. Pretty important drag for both teams here, I'd say.
There he does have the Yuntal's completion.
Jin will have the Collector completed. I think Collector definitely is a much bigger one-item spike than Uni'S, so I think with a lot of these items, in a straight-up fight, items on red side are definitely favored over the ones on blue.
I think I'd favor blue in this upcoming fight though, because a lot of the
But
lead
Babies, I don't know
yeah,
what happened there.
Eco ult is gone, and a lot of the gold lead is on Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath of fight. No
He
Eco
got
ult as well.
slowed by a Lissandra Q as he tried to walk in. So, ulti doesn't connect with Lissandra. Blue team is on the dragon. Red side does look like they want to fight back. And Between Worlds pop, as well as the current call creativity, finds it really hard. Doesn't manage to be over the wall. He's able to do that with the new unique ult. But so much of blue team is so low that Aurora has so much AoE damage, and they will get a 3-for-1 there, as well as secure the dragon. Really good, really well played fight from blue there. The Aurora ulti just providing so much value in this fight. They're all so clumped together, able to hit all of them for a ton of damage.
Maokai goes down as well, and that's gonna claim the Drake claims feat. But
Yeah, blue side gonna lose out on feats this game. So right side has all these upgraded boots coming in.
and the four grubs they have, I mean, they're taking all 3 towers here. It's gonna skyrocket the gold lead.
My like 4.5k once this tower falls.
And nearly 5k red here, and they're all gonna back if the item completions.
Like a pick onto Babels, but he does spot them out. Missed again. Goes out the E to cancel the Aurora recall. Herald is up here. Choose to give it. Aurora is needs to back. Probably has money to spend. Also take a recall here. This side is up members 3 against 4 right now, but Creativity's walking and Bernard Arold is close, so not going to be a 45 for long. And the Hexgate actually does allow Aurora to get back fast.
They also have the Devour to keep the Rift Herald spike going. Up so much gold, I think it's going to be hard for.
Okay, OT does come out. A really good engage from Alpha Mystic in here. Nico ulti does try to stop him as much as he can, but yeah, really great fight. They're all clumped up trying to run away from that, right from the Maokai ult. They're all stuck in this small corridor that the Lissandra value gets so much out of her W plus ulti damage.
They're down a lot of gold, but they're not actually down any item completions at that fight, because no one at that fight had 2 items. Cho'Gath picking up Deadman's Plate, so he's at 2 items now, but everyone on the field is just 1 item completed, except for Maokai in that fight.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't matter how many items Maokai has if he just presses his R onto the choke point.
Yeah. The super strong fight for the Lissandra Maokai there. Good, and I think Aurora had a shutdown as well.
Maokai picked up the shutdown onto Nico, and Graves picked up the Aurora shutdown. Pretty good for him.
Interesting to see how this game plays out now with Lissandra having a little more gold than the first 2 games, and Zeri isn't quite the world ender out of the laning phase. They might be relying on fights like that there to just end quickly with the first from Lissandra.
Cho'Gath does manage to force out the Zeri flash. Babels is here sitting in the wave. Zihan misses the WQ combo, so he's gonna knock the Nico away. And overall, he just makes his face checking an Alpha Mist again. But he is one of the tankier members of the team, so not going to lose a lot from that. Surprised that fight really ended with nothing except the Zeri flash.
They might have been able to Glacial Prison on the
Fire
side
the
there.
flare, play onto Baron Herald. Second Cho'Gath Rupture lands, but this guy's actually on this Otacon here.
Got the Maokai though, the team fight is not looking.
Yeah. Lacking that
They're
really
just
strong
staying on
frontline
it.
presence. Zehan is tanky, but is only really tanky when he has that Aftershock plus ulti popped. Without that, he's pretty squishy, actually.
Deadman's, he's just running him down. Yeah, Maokai can't get away to TP and help. Go down, I think.
Should get feasted. I'm missing at 4K, but we'll get reset a little bit here. We'll heal all the way up to full, I guess. I feel like both teams
Yeah,
should kinda
Cho's
walk
coming
away
down
from
with
this.
Deadman's and Symbiotic Souls. He's
Yeah,
booking
the
it
dragon
up to the
is
fight now.
alive now too. We're just opting to stay mid. Forces out the Lissandra TP as she falls.
Should just be a free break. Cho's there. They're just up a full team member now.
Yeah, Cho'Gath has no
Flying
base,
around.
so it will be equal smites. It does land, but smite from red side. Which needs to secure Cho'Gath. Taking a bit of an incorrect path here. We forced the flash kick into that. Cho'Gath. Oh, but Aurora does so much damage to Alpha Mystic in there.
Here comes Maokai through the Hex Gate. He has no ult though. He did use it to fight topside.
Radion looking a
think
little
there's-
actually, I don't think they see him there. I don't know. Cho'Gath kind of walks in.
Cut down on the Grave.
Vehicle ult into the Aurora ult. Graves is down. That's a lot of the strength. Creativity is still alive though. Radion getting a lot of damage. Once again, kind of walks face first into the Aurora, gets Q autoed. Pop him down.
Babbles
Super
is
kill.
stalling.
Zehan manages to get out. Will fall himself though. Yeah, and that third hit proc from the Aurora passive will fall Maokai. So overall, 3 for... Is that 3 for 4? I don't...
3 for 4, but Graves did pick up a shutdown on the Maokai.
Yeah, so overall...
Or on the
pretty much
Cho'Gath, it was
gold
about a
positive
kill.
for blue there. With the big Cho'Gath shutdown.
Yeah, but Red did pick up the Drake there, so they are on Soul Tech stack. Aurora is now super strong. It's going to make it pretty hard for the powerhouses of the Graves in the area
Yeah, no one
to
really
play
close
the
to an item.
fights.
I'm spending all their gold, but I think it'll be pretty stagnant for a while. I doubt any team gonna try to go for the Otacon anytime soon.
2 items to 1 for top and 2 items to 1 for jungle, but everyone else is pretty even. Actually, if they fight right now, Jin is down an item on.
It's 825. He's like 300 gold off of his IE.
Maybe a window here with Graves and Zarya up item completion.
And Joe got
I
stuck.
just got.
Top does not have the TP. Opted for the
He doesn't have
ghost
TP, but he does have Symbiotic Soul.
We'll just opt to continue pushing onto the top tower.
Yeah, Blue needs to make something happen now, though, because losing top tower to Cho. Not getting anything back.
That's
They will, though. Fine Vi.
why looking a little bit caught out. Babel's pops the ulti. It's Uni'S as well as Creativity. Creativity and Uni'S are both down here. Overall, blue team, I mean, it's a 2 for 2, but
2 for 2, but the top side is just going to ruin
especially
right now.
'cause Uni and Creativity, the 2 carries from this blue side team, and we're the ones to fall.
Big
The
W
Jhin and the
from Cho,
Aurora
too.
kinda
They
just walk
still
up
have
as much as
nobody.
they want. No real damage threat here. Firelifer continue pushing, gets the top tier 2 as well as the big tower. We'll pop the Shirelias and we'll just be able to walk out. Deadman's plus Chromatic Souls upgrade.
I
Giving
mean,
him a lot of
Cho
move
just,
speed.
I mean, everything in his bank is just pure profit because they went even on the other side of the map. Randuin's Omen picked up and Ruby Crystal.
Yeah, really strong item there from the Randuins. Gonna be really good to the Zeri as well. The Graves, a lot of them have their main damage source being physical damage, auto attack crits. So will
Just
make
going
them
for the
very
move speed
tanky.
gift build.
Especially because you see the Lysandra has a more supportive build with the Malignance into Zanya, so she's not really gonna be chunking the Cho'Gath at all. So will be very tanky in these fights, and Raiden getting a really big trade onto Alpha there, taking out a lot of his HP bar.
He'll back up, but I mean, Soul's coming up. 50 seconds. The Vision Wars are
Soul
going
as
to
well.
by red.
Roll goes on to Fables, but a lot of the team just trying to bait a little bit more.
Who is still there off Vision?
Oh, Uni'S pops the ulti to get away. He jumped in, realized he jumped in a bit too close to enemy team and ulti to get out.
No flash for Babel, so the Eco ult's going to struggle to land on creativity.
Over the wall that comes out. The radio knock goes a bit wide, but Cho'Gath is on the backline. Takes down creativity. Looking very low here. Auto will do it. He falls. But it's just Sho and WS Phoenix here. Phoenix goes in onto Alpha, missed again.
It'd be hard for him to get on to Lysandra. I mean, it's just too much tank.
Zenon flashes in front of the Defy Q to block it. Yeah, and 2 for 5. I thought the fight looked kind of good, but I think the Aurora didn't quite connect on a lot, and especially Babel's dying kind of as soon as the fight started. Makes it a very hard fight for Inside to play.
The Nico, the Vi, and the Aurora, I think, all went on to Zeri, and Zeri did go down, but it's just a massive resource commitment, and there wasn't a whole lot else on anyone else. The CDs just kind of ended up in their favor over time. PP's coming down, though.
Oh, he steals the dragon, firing Soul for red side here. Let's get the kill on Alchemist again. Should get the kill on the Zenon here. Baron Herald is stuck there with no flash. He's forced to fight his way out, but really should be no way for him to get out here. No flash. Should just be dead as well. Great TP from Radion. Managed to get 3 that they missed that last fight, as well as secure the dragon. In a pretty positive trade. Rival for looking for like under creativity. Doesn't manage to get the rupture. Now looks like they went to play for Baron here.
Didn't really have a good way to contest. I mean, they have no front line. They can't just walk in there with Grave Zeri hit by anything. I mean, every single cooldown's still up here. Looking pretty bleak. Oh, Otacon is still up, so they might be able to get Otacon back. Grave Zeri.
Where it's a lot better if you have the means to like force a fight something, but being pretty far behind means it will be kind of hard to make full use out of it. They do have a ways to Maokai. Won't be able to control fast enough.
You pick that up, and that should help to kind of keep them in check here for the duration of the Baron, at least. Even if they defend this Baron, prospects after, I'm not sure. Their best play here might just be to force a fight with the withdrawals and try to get 1 or 2 with it. Hold from there. Maokai is a bit late here. Tower is big. Good beating.
We've got in the bot lane, but Alpha Mystic getting forced to Zanya's. The Babel's falls, and so does Sho. I think they just every time the Maokai ult comes out, it seems to result in a winning fight for them.
They're pushing forward, and they have the withdrawals, so I don't even think they need to back here. They should just be able to
take
down this tower super fast. Objective now.
It is a 3v5. Especially in the comp like this, it's very hard for the Cho'Gath to walk in and strong, so much heal.
They didn't manage to Baron those minions too, so the next wave is just to come in to break down this tower. Jhin and Nika will be back up by then, but I'm not sure if their ults will be. I think they have to go for the inhib now, though.
Wait,
Fight, engage from Lissandra, withdraw.
Forces him to withdraw. Baron and Rald will withdraw here as well. Creativity will fall next. Overall, even though they all withdrew, only getting one death is not a bad trade here.
Tower holds. They will be able to run out the Baron, pressing the issue here. They do, overall, they probably made up some decent gold on that Baron. They're only down 2k, so it's far from over there, kind of getting back in the game with the Otacon trade. I think that's really the best they could have hoped to get after, like,
Shogath. Just sit in that bush.
God, he's
really
probably
that
got a
worried.
ton of Devour stacks. He's just like shrugging off Graves autos. Good as well.
Optimistic,
He's
caught
caught.
out here. Doesn't even pop the Zon, it just died to that Jhin 4th shot.
Yeah, he had no backup.
Kind of one shot the minion wave, but the towers will have the fortification drop. The red team isn't really looking to siege on this bot lane though. It is pretty close to the tower. I'll give them a little bit, but they're kind of just choosing to ARAM at mid instead.
I think they're just playing for vision in this bot jungle. They know like it's game winning or losing fights likely coming up with the Elder and then followed by the Baron.
The Niko comes out, manages to land on an Uni'S, but doesn't manage to combo the E into it. The Cho'Gath 2 lands, like, Creativity and Uni'S are both dead. And no members of Red side down, and all of them very healthy, so should be pretty free fight for Red here.
Without the Lissandra for the disengage, it's hard to punish those aggressive plays from Red. The inhib will go down here, and if they don't end with this wave, it'll be a Baron and an Elder.
We're gonna make a play where she just ease in and ults herself to try to clear the wave. But I don't even know. There's a lot of damage actually coming out, but Zanya's as well to stall for longer. Does manage to dodge the rupture with the... Oh, manages to get out as well. Pretty well played.
Got them super low, and all the blue sides up. I think that they can't Elder. Especially with the Hex Gates. They're going to have to take a reset, and then if blue keeps tempo here, they'll have positioning on the Elder, but they're going to go for it, even with the low health. Just spot them out with the Scry Lord there.
Are a little far. Yeah, they're now realizing that. Might be a bit of a mistake.
Yeah, this is scary for Red.
Radion.
Catch out on the... Yeah, there goes the ever-important flash on the Aurora. They're giving the Elder, it looks like. But blue doesn't know, they don't have the vision.
Choosing to look for Radion instead of securing the Elder. That's a lot of damage off onto Creativity. Oh, he's so low now after that Aurora combo.
Yeah, they didn't have the vision to know how low Red was and the fact that they backed, so now the tables are turned again. They'll be able to force them off because Radion's just ducking and weaving his way out to safety there.
Junalt comes out trying to zone them off. Alpha Mystic dives in the side to Radion because they just think Aurora combo does so much damage.
Yeah, they're trying to fight here before Aurora shows back up.
Uni'S is the only one here, but the health bars on Red side are so large it's really hard to get through them. Just a solo Graves, and now
Yeah, creativity not even there. Yeah, and they don't need the ult.
She goes in, pops the lightning crash, almost manages to kill Show, but not quite have enough
Red
damage.
team has scored an ace.
And red team will take game 3.
That was quite the conclusion there with the
Once again, I feel like
reverses on the Elder.
Radeon definitely pulling a lot of weight, definitely MVP, both the 2 wins. Playing
A
really
summoner
well
has
both
disconnected.
games.
Yeah, super strong showing for all 3 matches there. I think out of Radeon and Fire LaFleur
Mm-hmm.
consistently up.
Yeah, 54k damage, almost 20k over the Cho'Gath who did the second most. Definitely doing a lot that game.
That Cho build, like Rift Maker, and I think he might have been going Lichbane.
Rift, yeah, probably, or like a Storm Surge.
That is not something I've done before, but I mean, it worked out for him pretty well.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I'll see if they want to interview. I'll go to general. Okay, no one's joining, so I'm gonna assume no interview. Good job to which team won? Support who's fan? Oh, never mind. I lied.
Okay, I'll give interview.
How? Because you guys had a bye week 1, right? So it was your first game.
Yeah. So first game, 1-0.
Did you play any like practice games beforehand, or was this your team's first time playing together?
We played like some flex last week, but yeah, and that's
Hmm.
it. So
So
not our first time, but
was was that
experience.
guy always support, or
Uh, he's like he's a savant, you just send him wherever he does.
yeah,
Picks
true.
characters, plays the game,
So I thought he was gonna be
as you do.
top. I didn't even notice until like champs until like game start of game 1 that
And
he
you
was
see like
going
the elite
support.
support.
Yeah, I was very surprised.
I mean, yeah, it was like kind of we asked our top laner, our current top laner, and he was like, I'm like just don't know how to play support. And Bavels was like, or John was like, yeah, I'll just go support on Phil. And we had some pretty good success with it in our flex game, so it seemed
Hmm.
to stick.
I think it could have been better, but not horrible.
Definitely the Mumu was pretty int. I think like there's sometimes I was like hovering Q and I accidentally pressed Q and I went into like a
Oh, okay, yeah,
1v4.
I saw that, and I was like, I thought it was like, it's probably just a bit of miscommunication, but yeah, that makes
It was
sense.
like I was like debating it, but like trying to like not do it, and yeah, the Mumu was pretty int, definitely.
Yeah, but the Vi and
But I was fine. I was just like
what was your team
dog
game mode?
ult bot onto Brian, so
Yeah, fuck that Brian guy.
yeah, fuck that Brian guy. Pentakill my ass.
Anyway, let's see what else is there. Yeah, Radeon kind of 1v9 both of the 2 wins.
He did. That's why
Definitely
that's why you have a
very,
first pick.
that is true. He's got that big value. Uh, other than that, let's see. The Cho'Gath build was like, I've never seen him before. Apparently, say who was saying it's Keraboro's tech. Is that?
I think Radeon said like there's a like high diamond person who built that a lot. But yeah, our top laner vet, he didn't. I think he didn't really have much Shogun experience, so he just like went like a build he found or saw or something. I don't know. It seemed to work out pretty
Okay.
well.
I mean, it didn't look that bad.
Now
I
the
will say.
Shirley's like it was pretty nice
Okay,
actually.
I think
Helped
Shirley's
us
is
like
like
engage.
low key, kind of OP, but
Like
no one builds it.
one fight where he like literally just went into the backline. I mean, we lost that fight, but he just went into the backline and just killed Brian outright,
Yeah, that was
just
very
because
funny.
like Shrelia.
hmm Alright, anything
But yeah, you
else?
know, movement
Anything
speed is
else
good,
you're gonna
increases
say?
effective range.
So you're
Um,
playing
GG, well played, enjoyable games. I don't know, anything else?
nah, nothing else.
Okay,
Good job, well
all right.
played.
Yeah, thank you for casting. Have a good
You too.